Jasmine Crockett making unbelievably stupid comments about crime. Watch this.
I do want people to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. That is completely different. Being a criminal is more so about your mindset. Committing a crime can come for a lot of different reasons.
Because it could have been like a crime of survival. Like you were trying like you stole like diapers because you have like no money versus a criminal mindset, which is like, I'm gonna evade taxes. I'm gonna be super duper corrupt.
Emily, quite revealing revelations there. I guess we didn't know what a criminal was.
I was laughing especially at just, the Zoolander-esque response of people who listen to this drivel and, yes. I mean, it is so patently offensive when we exist in a society too. I am curious to know her thoughts then upon a felony conviction, why everything from insurance to credit cards get canceled, our bank accounts get canceled, the rising population of U.S. veterans in the incarcerated state, of single mothers, the largest increasing population in prisons, and so much more, that when she talks like she's behind this pulpit, why can't there be a substance that might actually help her constituents? I am shocked as well by the audacity of some kind of statement like that, because to what end? And then do you look, for example, a woman in the face who was pistol whipped and punched and had her jaw shattered, in addition to being punched with shards of glass in a thing so that there was blood and water pouring out of her mouth, and you're going to tell her, well, just because you're victimized, you weren't a victim, or just because this person did this violent crime, they're not a criminal? I mean, I hate using the word dumb on air, but I am shocked that that person holds office. And I hope, again, that whoever's running against her next time uses this video as their campaign ad.
Jesse.
They did this with illegal alien. Remember, they say no human being is illegal. So what they're doing is they're trying to destigmatize crime, right? They're saying if you're poor, you can get away with it in the inner city. The real criminals, the white-collar criminals. I think you see what she's doing with the races. I have never seen anybody steal a diaper. If you saw a woman get caught stealing a diaper, it would be everywhere. It would be on every news show. She would be on GMA the next morning. And we show a lot of looting video. Have you ever seen them steal diapers? I've seen them steal a lot of iPhones and sneakers and clothes and electronics. I've never seen someone come out with diapers. Now, diapers, you can get about 30 diapers for $8. It's not one of those things that people steal.
Jessica?
So diapers are one of the resources most in need for low-income families. We have at my child's preschool, at everyone's preschool, there are diaper drives. It's in excessively high demand. So if you do have extra diapers at home, please donate them. They have to be in the package. That is a very good price that you're getting out by you. And if that's the case, then people should be giving a lot of money to make sure that people can have those kinds of resources, because you can't have a baby that doesn't have a clean diaper.
That's a much better comment than talking about Jasmine Crockett. Kellyanne?
Jasmine Crockett would say just because you need a diaper doesn't mean you're a baby. That's her logic. So anyhow,
some sick people out there.
Yes, there are. So I'm struck by Charlie Kirk had posted this on X in April, and it was a poll that said 56% of those who identified as at least left of center said that if someone murdered Donald Trump, they would be at least, quote, somewhat justified. And 50.2% said the same about Elon Musk. So, when crazy unhinged people like this start out with, you're not a criminal if you commit a crime, it goes all the way to calling somebody a fascist, all the way to somebody being radicalized. Like, it has consequences. I have changed my tune, though. There was a time not that long ago when I would roll my eyes and say, oh my God, not Jasmine Crockett again. I actually love when she talks. I immediately feel so smart. And I think women out there feel the same way. Let her talk as much as she can. She's part of the squad that doesn't do squat. They're famous for being famous at this point. I don't find them to be fascinating at all. We just saw 3 of them on the show. We featured them. There was a time when they really looked like they were leading the Democratic Party. To what? I don't know if this guy was letting her get away with it, Emily, or just kind of amused. I mean, when you hear something so ridiculous and wrong-headed in the moment, you think, did that just happen? But let her speak.
All right. Well, I think the term is useful idiot.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.